Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on the channel, and welcome back to Speed Build Sunday. So this is back to my real houses build challenge. This is a real house. Of course, in the screenshots I'll include what this house looked like. It's called the Paisley. It's a rambler. I'm always hesitant to build ramblers in The Sims because I feel like they don't look as good, but I think this one turned out okay. It's just not like my preference, I guess, when building. But I think it's cute. It's one of the cuter ones that I've built rambler wise. I feel like the other ones that I've built on my gallery are a little, they just look like pretty bulky. I don't know. I think this one looks okay. So anyways, there's that. Surprise, surprise, I'm going to do another tag. I mean, eventually I'm sure I'll run out of tags, but for now, I think I'm okay. I have a couple lists that have a lot of tags. The thing is I don't feel like I'm not that interesting when I talk about things, I don't think. And it's like, when I think about it, if it was me and I was watching somebody like do a speed build or a voiceover, if it's something that catches my attention, I'll watch the whole thing. And most of the time, if it's just normal talking and like nothing that interesting, like talking about the build or just in general, sometimes I have a hard time like paying attention. So I imagine that's probably how other people are too. So I would hope that tags would be a little more interesting because you're hearing like all kinds of different stories and perspectives and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to do, it's called like the 19 questions tag. It's like pretty like whatever. They're random questions. So let's see if we can get through them, because that's the thing is like these tags, I haven't even got through them. I get through like 3 questions because I sit there and ramble, but hey, I mean, you're really getting to know me. Like, seriously, at this point, you guys are probably going to, like, we're all going to be best friends because you'll know everything about me. So, okay. So, where was I born? Utah, Salt Lake City, big heart of Utah. No biggie. Were you named after someone? Yes, I did mention this in another speed build. I can't remember which one it is, so I'll just say it again. If you didn't know, my name is Natalie. And I was named actually after Natalie Cole. And if you don't know who she is, she's the daughter of Nat King Cole. He's a big jazz singer. I think they sung a few duets together, and they're beautiful, beautiful singers. So look her up if you're not sure who she is. My mom loved her. And, I really like that kind of music, like that jazz, like type of music. So it's fitting. It's fitting. I wish I could sing, but I can't. Last time you cried, I don't know. It's kind of lame. Not lame, but I don't know, actually. I cry in movies a lot. Like last night, me and my friend Hunter went and saw Girls Trip, which is hilarious, by the way. It's kind of inappropriate, so as long as you're like of age, like go see it. But it's hilarious. But there's kind of like a sweet little moment where she like realizes how much she loves her friends, and I was getting a little teary-eyed. I was like, I know what that's like. My friends are so important to me. Like, I don't know, I get emotional over things like that. Do you have any kids? No, I don't. I want kids, but not for a while longer. If you were another person, would you be friends with you? Heck yeah. I think I'm an awesome friend. Like, I try really hard to invest a lot in my friends because I don't have that many. I only have like 3, really. And so I work really hard to make sure that they're happy and that I'm investing in them. So if I like had me as a friend, it would be awesome. Do you have any pets? I don't personally. I kind of call my parents' dog my dog because I don't know, I love her, and when I lived at home, she would sleep in my room, she'd sleep on my bed, but I couldn't take her with me because we didn't have a fence at the time at my house, and I think my parents love her, so they wouldn't let me take her, and she's best friends with my mom's cat, so it like works out now, so, but I do love her. Me and my boyfriend are planning on getting a dog. We're just trying to decide which kind of dog we want. I don't know. So we're still kind of looking because you want to be fair when you adopt a dog, that it has to fit your lifestyle. Like we're not very active outside. So it's like we can't have a dog, because I really wanted a husky, but that's not fair to the husky because they're very active dogs and they have to be taken on walks like a lot, and they are very active, and it's just like we're not like that. So that's not fair to adopt a dog that you can't fit their lifestyle. Like they don't fit your lifestyle, I should say. So we're still looking and still trying to decide what we want, but we're kind of at that point where we want a pet. We both grew up with dogs, so I think we're feeling kind of sad that we don't have one. So we'll get there. Do you use sarcasm? Not really. I'm actually kind of one of those people, when people are being sarcastic with me, I like don't know if they're being like, if they're kidding or not. So I it gets really awkward for me. Like people will be like, yeah, didn't you know that? And I'll just be like, and they're like, I'm just kidding. Like, I don't know. I'm very gullible. Like I believe people sometimes with dumb stuff. I don't know. So no, I'm not sarcastic because I can barely take it. Would you bungee jump? No way. I'm like terrified of heights. And I'm just not like adventurous, I guess. Like I'm like, well, what's the point? Like if you want to do that, like go for it. But I don't care to do that. I don't know. I'm lame. What's your favorite cereal? Captain Crunch, hands down. Actually, I take that back. They just barely brought it back to like the 90s cereal. But when I was a kid, I used to eat Waffle Crisp. I don't know if you guys have had that. It was like they took it off the shelves like a long time ago, but I saw it at the grocery store a little while ago, so I think it's coming back. But it tastes like waffles and that syrup, and it's so good. I would like eat a box of that in like a day when I was in like elementary school. But since that went away, I love Captain Crunch. Like it's just my favorite. Not the berries one, but like honestly, I could go without the berries. Just like the cereal in general is just so good. Cereal's so bad though. I don't eat it really that often. What's your eye color? When I do a face reveal, I think you guys will see what I mean when I explain my eye color a little bit more. I like to think that it's unique because I have a really strong mix of my mom and my dad's eye color, and none of my other siblings have it to a T. So my eyes are green blue. So the way that it works is you have my eye, right? The outer ring is like a blue, and then it goes really light green, and then around my pupil, the black part of my eye, it's yellow. So I mean, I like them. I wear a lot of eye makeup because I like to kind of show them off a little bit, and people are always like, are you wearing contacts? And the thing is I do wear contacts, but they're not colored contacts, but people don't believe me. They don't think my eye color is real. So it's a fun feature that I have that I enjoy, I guess. I like to show off about, I guess, because people are like, I've never seen that eye color before. Like, they're stunning. Like, or people always like stare at me a little bit, and I'm like, your eyes are so pretty. Like, so, yeah. And once I start posting pictures and stuff, maybe you guys will see what I mean. But yeah, I like them. Scary movies or happy endings? Oh, happy endings. I am such a baby with scary movies. I can barely watch like anything without freaking out. Happy endings, like I said, always make me cry, even if it's not meant to be probably that emotional. Like I was saying, that movie I went and watched last night, it's a comedy. Like it's like a inappropriate, like raunchy comedy. There's no reason that I should be like all Philly, but I was, and I was like, oh, it's just so sweet. Like, it's such a dork. Do you have any brothers and sisters? Yeah, I've mentioned this before. I'm the youngest out of my siblings. We're all very far apart in age. My oldest sister, I think we're about 15 years apart. And then I have a brother, and I think we're about 12 years apart. And then I have a sister, and we're I think it's like 7 years apart. So I have 2 sisters and 1 brother, and I'm the little baby. Computer, TV, definitely computer. I barely actually watch TV at all, and if I do, I mean, it's because I'm building, right, or I'm getting ready. Like right now I'm rewatching Pretty Little Liars because I like watching series over and over. I don't know why. I think it's because I forget about the minor details. So it's like watching the show over. Even though I know what's going to happen, it's just kind of fun to see those minor details. I'm just that type of person. I like repetitiveness. My boyfriend's like, how can you watch a show over and over? I'm like, I don't know. It's just kind of how I work, I guess. So I barely watch TV. I'm always on the computer. It's YouTube. You know, I watch a lot of YouTube, obviously, that kind of stuff. So definitely computer. What's the first thing you notice about a person? I honestly look at their eyes or I look at their teeth. I don't know why. It's just kind of, I'm like a face person because I actually think I have a pretty good, I recognize faces. Like if we're watching movies or something, we'll be like, oh, who's that person from? And I just remember seeing their facial expressions or what their face looks like, and I can picture where they're from the other movie. I'm just good at like that type of thing with faces. So when I look at somebody, you know, some people like honestly like look at their bodies or like their hair or like whatever, but I just kind of look at the whole face. But the first thing that my eyes go to is their eyes or their teeth. So that's what I look at. Favorite smell. Ooh, I have a few favorite. Okay, so I don't like floral smells. I like sweet bakery smells. So like my house, I have, you know, like sugar cookie, like candles and that kind of stuff. But if you want to go into some weird smells that I like, and I think this is pretty common. I don't think it's just like a me being weird, but I really like the smell of like the sidewalk after it rains. I call it wet sidewalk. I had like I like argued with someone at work about it and they're like, that's not a thing. I'm like, yes, it is. It's totally a thing. And so we were like actually doing research about it and like kind of explaining why that happens. But that's like my favorite, like one of my favorite smells. It just makes me feel like refreshed. I don't know, weird. Another smell I really like is like gasoline, which is weird, and that one's dangerous. Like don't sit there and like sniff that. And I don't, but I mean I just kind of am like yeah. One of the smells I actually hate is like the smell of grass, like cut grass, like makes me like ugh. Like some people I think actually like that smell, but I hate that smell. I'm like, oh, it smells so gross. I don't know. Let's see, what furthest you've been away from home? California, like, which is 2 states over, like I guess one state over. I haven't really traveled that much. Where I would love to go is Italy, because I don't know, like this may sound lame, but I play Assassin's Creed, that whole little franchise. My favorite one is Assassin's Creed 2, and you know the 2 games that kind of play into that one. So it's like a little trilogy of Assassin's Creed 2, basically. And he's from Italy. And it's like during like the 1400s. So it's just, I don't know, like just kind of, that's why Assassin's Creed is really cool, because they teach you a lot about like history and you get to see the beautiful like monuments. And I don't know, like I just really, it looked like it was really beautiful to like see all the architecture and all of the art, and I would just like love to go there and actually see that. That would be the first place I'd want to go. Yeah, I mean Paris, of course, like all that kind of stuff, but I think I really do want to go to Italy at some point. And yeah, that's why, and that may seem lame, but it's true. Do you have any special talents? No, kind of lame. Like I like how some people, like my niece is super flexible. She can put her legs like on her shoulders and like roll around. Like she's so funny. But like that's a weird talent, right? She's obviously very flexible. I don't have any weird talents. I'm just kind of lame. I don't know. Like I don't know. So well, I had 2 more questions, but we're coming to the end of the build, and they're lame anyways. It's like, what are your hobbies? Obviously my hobby is YouTube. So anyways, well, I do have screenshots for you guys at the end. So I hope you enjoyed this build. I will include a link to download it down in the description below. And please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.